Hello, my name's Andrew. I am better known to you as the Aquarius Gamer, and today I just wanted to share with you something that I started to do, an actual suggestion that came from Expecto Go, which is to get myself ready for Hogwarts Legacy when it comes out. So, one of the things I did a few months ago was I had some spare money in which I needed, well, no, not just, should say not spare money, but I actually had um, a special discount from when I being a gold member before it ended with the Wizarding World in which I needed to use. So um, I got some things, and this was one of the things that I got, which is an official Ravenclaw notebook. And for some time, I wondered what I was going to do with it. So the idea came to me, I could use it as like the actual book where you collect information and everything for the ministry in Hogwarts Legacy. So what I've done is see the amazing, beautiful detail that it's got in there. So I've started it off by basically the stating this book is mine, and I put in here it belongs to. So I should just clarify. Some of you may have heard me address myself as Gordon in the Disney Dreamlight Valley, and my actual name is Gordon Andrew Davis Day. The reason I choose to use Andrew, though, is because I'm kind of a little bit fed up of people asking me, "Oh, are you related to Gordon Ramsay?" Well, the answer to that is no, I'm not. I was actually named after my grandfather, and although my dad has met Gordon Ramsay and he is an actual lovely guy compared to the persona he puts on in his some of his things he does, um, I have no connection whatsoever to him other than the fact that he does live in the same borough that I do in London. Anyway, as you can see, continuing on from this, I have said I will start making notes of Hogwarts Legacy out on the 10th of February 2023. Obviously, that will be the 7th because obviously I get 72 hours access with which obviously I've stated early copy digital 7th of Feb 2023. So then what I've done is I've gone over to the other page and obviously what I should have referred to as the field guide. I put here copying down basically as what you see for what they put in the actual game. Field guide Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, and then obviously I'm going to be putting down the name of the character. So obviously that is something I've been looking at, and I'll show you what my idea for that is in the moment. The house, which obviously will be Ravenclaw, and head of house, obviously we've got to find out to wait, and prefects. So will we find out who the prefects are? And I've actually put in here what my actual wand is from the actual Wizarding World .com website that I was given when I did it, and obviously this is my Patronus. Should we actually get to use Patronus in it? So let me just clarify as well. A few months ago, I did do an actual go through of how to join the Wizarding World website on the channel, and obviously in that I did get Gryffindor. But the reason I'm doing it with Ravenclaw is because I was a little somewhat upset that there was no Ravenclaw companion, and I decided, right, you know what, I'm going to go with that. but I am going to be doing 2 playthroughs. So the other one I will be doing with the Gryffindor one that I got as well. So I'll be carrying those over. So here we are on the next bit. I've got a bit ready for professors and subjects. So obviously I can put in the names of those I already know and the subjects that they will be doing. And at the current moment, that is all I've done for this. So obviously, as I say, this is what I got from officially from the Wizarding World, which from their website in the UK is platform 9 3/4, which is what's linked in the Wizarding World, or you can go straight to the website for platform 9 3/4. So this is their official merchandise. When I actually went to the Warner Brothers tour a couple of years ago, I did actually buy an actual Ravenclaw robe as well, which they actually put my name on. Wasn't particularly very happy with that because I didn't feel it was kind of very in keeping with it, but I have it, and I have been thinking about getting one with the actual name without as well. So so that's that part. So what I'm going to do next is show you what I've been doing, because it is going to kind of coincide with some moving to something else that I'm going to discuss towards the end of this video as well. Okay, so in this you can see I actually have been doing my family's genealogy for quite some time now, and I've become proficient enough to know how to do a family history. And one of the things that some of you will obviously know is that I do play Harry Potter's A Hogwarts Mystery. Now, I refer to it as Hogwarts Mystery because obviously it's before the time of Harry Potter arrives. I'm currently in the 7th year, and the newts are about to be coming up soon, which you'll see from something from the newts thing that I'll be adding later on today, and or possibly earlier on today, whichever way you're watching this. And essentially, my character in that, as you will see, is called, ironically, Merlin Prince, who was born in 1973, although I think it looks like 1873 there, but it should be 1973. And then obviously the older brother, Jacob Prince, born in 1963, and it does look like I put 03 there, but it is 63. So obviously in Hogwarts Mystery you can name your character whatever you like. I wanted to try and draw some connection very distantly to Severus Snape through his mother's family line, hence the name Prince, and because obviously Merlin is quite a very well known figure of history in Britain, that is why I went with Merlin as well, because I wanted to try and tie him back to being related to Merlin in Hogwarts Mystery, because for reasons that I will explain later after this. But the point of this part is to show that this is how I want to tie in my character from Hogwarts Legacy to my character from Hogwarts Mystery. And obviously there is a big massive space there. So this is here, the name that I'm looking to give him. So I went on to an actual name randomizer, basically a website that randomizes a name for you, which I will show you after this. And as you can see there, the name that I chose is Emilius. Prince is going to be debatable at the moment still, because I don't know whether to do this through the character I've given further down, Merlin and Jacob's female line, or through his father's line, which actually should be Peregrine Prince here. For those, most of you will probably know by now. Right, so here you can see also I put down his birthday as 1877. So this is just a guess because there's not an official date as to the year we are starting in Hogwarts Legacy. So just for the sake of if you want to do something a bit similar to this, I have stated here 1892. If that is the year that this is starting, he was 15. So that is how I've come to the conclusion. Although I've actually said 5 there, it actually just ignore that 5 because obviously I'm minusing it down. So I minus it from 15, 10. So I minus it down by 5 years each time. So that should be -5, which indicates his year of birth as 1877. So now, of course, the thing is, if the character does start Hogwarts in 1890, you can obviously subtract the 2 years and it will become 1875. So that is not a definite date there, and neither is the surname. But the reason I chose Emilius is because I it's the name of a particular character that I like from Stargate SG1. The name is associated with a particular ancient, as they are known, or Altarian, who created the Stargate system and also the Ark of Truth. So anybody out there that is a Stargate fan that is watching this will know what I'm talking about. If you don't, then you'll have to look it up for yourselves. But as I say, Prince is just a idea because I'm not sure whether it's going to be going down the male line or whether it'll be going down Jacob and Merlin's mother's line, because the impression I'm guessing from the game is of Hogwarts Mystery is that Jacob and Merlin's mother is either American or has relatives that moved to America. So what I'm going to do next is show you the actual name place that I went to get the names for this as well. So if you want to do the same thing, you can do. And the one I'm going to show you is really good because you can actually go to a lot of particular things. So, okay, so let's do that next. So, I said that I used a name generator, or in my attempt to say randomizer. But there's 2 places I went to. The first one was this one here, which is with bloomsbury.com itself. Although I went to it, I didn't find it all that particularly great. But what I did was I went to this one here. Now this one here I'm going to suggest to you purely because of the fact that it doesn't just do Harry Potter names, it also does a lot of other things in the different lists, as you see. So popular culture is where you can find a great deal of things like Game of Thrones, Stargate, Warhammer, all that kind of thing. And for me, I actually got the name that I came up with, Emilius, actually from looking up it through Roman names. So if you look here, you'll find pretty much a lot of countries which you can get specific names. Doesn't necessarily mean to say they will be 100% perfect, but as I say, the reason I suggest this is because it's got so many names or so many options you can go to, and I think in this case this one actually does say to go to the actual it does actually say go to Bloomsbury, I think. But I mean, essentially all you do is if you just click on what you're looking for, so then it will give you a list of names for which you can do male, neutral names or female names, and you can do this as much as and as many times as you like till you find something you feel happy with. Of course, if you want to go with a more kind of a thing like maybe I did, where I went with the Roman name, then obviously you just go and search for the section like I've done here, and it will give you different names. So this is how I came up with the name Emilius for my character, and the reason I went with that, as I said, is because of the fact that it's the name of a favourite character of mine from Stargate SG1, and also because I wanted to go with something that was kind of in keeping, because obviously there's quite a few Roman names that are used, like Aurelius, that kind, that kind of thing. So that's the reason why I went with it. So as I say, this is a good place to certainly go, and they do actually add other things to it, and it actually tells you what new things they've added to it as well, if you're interested in any of the bosses. So that's certainly a place I recommend to go to get a name if you're looking for just to get a random name for the game when you play it. Of course, most people may well probably choose to use their actual name, so but it's fun to try it out, at least, if nothing else. So there's been so much information that's been handed or given out, I should say, this week to Hogwarts Legacy. So as you can see, I've updated the professors list so far. Certainly, if anybody knows what house Cuthbert Binns was in, please drop it in the comment, because I can't seem to find anything on Google about it. But there we go. I've, as I say, added the professors and their subjects and the houses that we're aware of so far. They've also released an actual ministry official who is a friend of Professor Figgs, who I'll be adding into this. So if there's any more officials that are involved, as you can see, I've added my house that I intend to play, and I mean, although I've added my Patronus there, it's definitely looking like we won't be getting, at least to use our Patronus in the game. It's possible that, maybe we'll learn one actually in the game if there is, as there does appear to be Dementors. So it might not necessarily they're able to carry the logistics of a Patronus over. And obviously, as you can see there, after the announcement from Simon Pegg that he is playing Headmaster Phineas Nigellus Black, he's been added along with Matilda Weasley, who is the deputy head. So, as you can see, as you know, I started. The part of the early start of this video, you'll see is something that I started earlier this week, but because so much information started flooding out, I held off from doing the video right away. But this is what I what's it? And just so you know, I have got this as well, which I use to tap around it to keep it safe. This is something I just got off of a tin lunchbox that I use, that I bought from work, because the lid is so tightly shut on it, it doesn't actually need this. So if you want to copy that idea as well, you might have to either buy the tin lunchbox for it, or perhaps just make one of your own and that. But I do really think that Warner Brothers and team at so it may have missed an opportunity by not producing their own version of the field guide similar to this, and it is something that I'm going to take a photo of and actually share with the community manager, Chandler Wood, and actually ask him, will you actually release an actual field guides for us to buy to correspond with the game. Anyway, there is something I was going to do, it pertaining to Merlin and this theory of him, but I'm going to do that in a separate video. So for now, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little look into me starting out in the Hogwarts Legacy game and preparing for it. And if so, please hit the like button. I mean, I don't care if you even press the dislike button, because whatever you do, it all helps the algorithm. So, but either way, I'll be happy. And if you're not subscribed, if you would like to join the Aquarius Gamers family, please do. And also to those who have joined recently, welcome. And I hope you enjoy what is to come, and that. So, especially if you're coming to what for the Hogwarts Legacy, as well as obviously Hogwarts Mystery that I play. So until the next video, goodbye for now and happy gaming. I hope you all have a good day. Enjoy your weekend as well.